Not all stories of the supernatural happen in old, creaky mansions or deep in the woods. Sometimes they unfold in ordinary homes with ordinary people just like you and me. This isn't my story. It's one of my ex-girlfriends, Lily, once told me, and to this day, I still believe every word. It all started when Lily was 17. She was the kind of girl who loved hanging out with her friends, laughing over silly stuff, talking about boys, and doing the typical teen things. One day, her friend Mia brought over a Ouija board. You know, the kind letters, numbers, a little plastic triangle you place your fingers on to talk to spirits. They didn't think it was anything serious, just a game. At first, they asked fun, harmless questions. Who has a crush on me? What's my future job? Will I get into college? To their surprise, the board answered. And not just randomly. The answers felt right, almost too accurate. That's when curiosity turned into something else, something darker. Over the next few nights, the questions got deeper. They began asking about the spirit itself. Who are you? One of the girls asked. Sometimes the board replied, I'm a woman who lived in 1852. Other times it said, I'm a boy. I died in 1974. The answers changed, but the feeling didn't. It always felt like they were talking to the same thing. One night, they asked, why do you keep changing who you are? The board spelled out slowly, I am whoever I want to be. Today, I can be an old man. Tomorrow, a child. Lily told me that's when it got real. That message chilled them. It wasn't just a game anymore. They started asking more serious questions, like how it takes people. The board's answer, by choking them. That was it. They were done, scared out of their minds. They swore they'd never touch the board again. Lily stayed away from it, but something didn't stay away from her. A few nights later, she came home to an empty house. Her parents and younger brother were out at a family friend's party, and she didn't feel like going. Normally, she would have gone straight to her room, but the Ouija board was in there, tucked under the bed. She couldn't bear to be near it. So instead, she went into her parents' bedroom, turned on every single light in the house, and turned on the TV. No phones back then, no texting for help, just her and the flickering screen. She tried to distract herself, but then the hallway light turned off. By itself, she froze. No one else was home. Heart pounding, she tiptoed to the switch and flipped it back on. She lay back down, and the light turned off again. She didn't cry, she didn't scream, so went straight to her mom's nightstand and pulled out a Bible. She opened to a random page and started reading aloud. Suddenly, she felt so tired. Her eyelids drooped, her arms heavy. She tried to fight it, turned the TV louder, read faster, but the exhaustion was overwhelming. She fell asleep. When she woke up, the Bible was no longer in her hands. It was on the bed beside her. She grabbed it again, started reading again, whispering verses, heart racing, still too scared to leave the room. She didn't want to walk down that dark hallway. She must have fallen asleep again, because the next thing she remembered was the sensation of something touching her ankles. It moved slowly up her legs, her shins, her thighs, her stomach, until it reached her throat. And then it started choking her. She gasped, kicked, struggled. The lights were still on, the TV still playing, but there was nothing she could see holding her. She remembered the crucifix her mom kept in the nightstand. Cut. With all her strength, she reached for the drawer, found it, and clutched it to her chest. She began to pray. Please, God, help me. I swear I'll never touch that thing again. Just like that, the choking stopped. She ran out of the house and waited by the curb for her parents. When they came home, she told them everything. But they didn't believe her. Just a nightmare, they said. That night, she refused to sleep alone. She stayed in her parents' bed. The next day, tired but trying to shake it off, she lay down for a nap in her own room around 2 or 3 p.m. It was daylight, safe. But then, she felt the blanket at her feet being pulled. She figured it was her dog, until the tugging didn't stop. She looked up. At the foot of her bed stood a boy. But something was wrong. He looked 8 or 10 years old, but was no taller than 18 inches, like an adult in a child's body. His face was pale, with dark, emotionless eyes. His hair was neatly combed, and he wore a strange one-piece outfit like a toga. He didn't move. He didn't blink. He just stared. She couldn't scream, couldn't move. Then he turned and walked into her closet. She bolted from the room, ran to her parents again. But of course, they found nothing. That night, trying to sleep, the closet door slowly creaked open, just a few inches. Nothing came out. She ran again. The next day, she tied the closet shut with a cable. She wasn't taking any chances. That night, she heard the cable tugging. First, gently, then violently. Like something trapped inside was fighting to get out. The next day, she asked Mia to come over. Mia, the same friend from the Ouija nights, she wanted to ask the board a question about her boyfriend. Lily said, "No, I'm done. I don't want that thing here. Please take it." But Mia begged, just one more time. Lily gave in. They sat down, placed their hands on the planchette. Before they could even ask a question, the board began moving, spelled out Lily's name. "Lily, remember your promise to God. Don't break it, because next time I'll take you." That was it, she snapped. She grabbed the board, ran outside, and threw it in the trash. Years later, when I met her, she still lived in that same house. She showed me the closet. The handles still had worn-down marks, scratches, like something had been trying to break out. She wouldn't watch horror movies, couldn't hear the word Ouija without flinching, and for years, we slept with the lamp on, just in case. Nothing ever happened again after she threw the board away. But the fear that never left her. Was it worth it? Was it worth breaking the fourth wall? You decide.